Throughout the previous lessons, I have accessed my Fusion 360 design data from my company's Fusion team. I also mentioned something called single-user storage. What are the differences between these data storage environments? Well, in this lesson, I will explain exactly what Fusion Team is and how it's different from the single-user storage environment that is a default storage area for new Fusion 360 users. To start this lesson, I'll elaborate on what the single-user storage environment is. The single-user storage environment is the data storage given to the Fusion 360 account holder, and it is tied specifically to the email address of that account holder. This single-user storage environment has no limit on native Fusion 360 data, but this environment has a limit of 5 GB for all other types of data. Most Fusion 360 users will store their personal projects in the single-user storage environment, but users can still share and collaborate with other Fusion 360 users from their respective single-user storage environments. You'll notice that your single-user storage will be labeled with the name that you used when you set up your Fusion 360 account. This is your dedicated storage, and you are the only administrator of this environment. So what's a Fusion team? The Fusion team environment was developed by Autodesk to be an environment where multiple Fusion 360 users could come together and collaborate as a team. In the Fusion team environment, there can be multiple administrators. And if collaborators are no longer a part of the team, then ownership of data within the Fusion team can be transferred to other users or administrators. Most Fusion 360 users consider the Fusion team environment to be an environment where business is conducted, while the single-user storage environment is where personal projects are conducted. The Fusion team environment also comes with other benefits over the single-user storage environment. For example, the Fusion team environment allows for an unlimited number of projects. And rather than a limit of 5 GB on non-Fusion 360 data, the storage is increased to 500 GB per user within the Fusion team. In addition to these differences, the administrative control over the Fusion team environment is more robust than that of the single-user environment. If you're an administrator in a Fusion team and you have activated that team, then you'll notice the admin option next to your profile. From this page, you can assign global permissions to your team. For example, you can specify exactly who can be invited to your Fusion team. The other tabs in this console allow you to manage the users and their roles within the Fusion team. And finally, the Projects tab will allow you to manage the projects within the Fusion team and the permissions of members within the team. Also, when projects are completed, the admin can archive those projects for safekeeping. The Fusion team environment is a very useful tool for compartmentalizing projects, data, and all parties that need to collaborate. You may determine that it's best to create a single Fusion team for your entire company, or you may create a separate Fusion team for each of your clients. But be aware that a Fusion 360 subscriber can only create one free Fusion team per account. So if you need to create additional Fusion teams, then you might have to pay an additional fee.